Hi everyone, this is our second video in basic PHP. So in this video we're going to look at variables, okay, and how we can deal with some HTML elements. First, what you need, since we're going to 100% purely we're going to use PHP inside here, inside in this file, so you don't have to include any HTML tags or any body tags or head tags. You can just leave it like this. Okay, if you're going to work with only PHP in a file, you can choose not to close the tags. Okay, but the best practice is always close the tags. If you have opening tags and close it. Okay, so you can see that this is the command, a single line command here, opening tags for PHP, and this is the closing tags for PHP. So it looks like this. Okay, comments are same. Any other programming languages, in this PHP also the same thing. Single line you have to put these two slashes. If double line you have to put slash, asterisk, asterisk and slash, and inside in the middle goes whatever your comments, like this. Show you. So it's going to be like this. So it's going to be your multi-line comments. Okay, so let's look into variables now. What you need to do to create a variable, what you must know first of all is make sure that you start to create a variable with a $sign like this, and give a variable some meaningful name which you will be able to remember next time when you want to work with the same variable in the program. And of course you cannot give any space to your variable. You cannot start with any special character. It's a normal thing. Okay, any programming language is almost the same, but only in PHP you have to create a variable using with the $sign. Okay, the only thing PHP don't really care about the data type, what data type is going to be. Okay, that one we will look into later about the data types. Okay, you have to declare a string like int and then the variable name and then the value, like that. In PHP, for now, when you're going to declare a variable, you don't have to take care of the data type first. Later we will see about the data type. So I'm going to create a variable 1 like this and put a semicolon. So semicolon actually is a full stop in this PHP programming. It's almost in every programming is like that. You have to put semicolon. In C#, Java, JavaScript, and also PHP, C++, you have to put a semicolon at the end of the lines. Okay, which means that the program stops here and go jump into a next program. So next what you're going to see is we're going to look into method echo. What this method does is actually whatever variable, whatever function you put here, it's going to display the value on the browser. Okay, so you have to choose, type in echo like this, and you give the variable, which variable you're going to display. Okay, simple. So let's see the output now. What will happen if you refresh? You see that, notice here an undefined variable. Okay, var1 on line 5. It's not an error actually, it's just telling us that we have not defined the variable for var1. Okay, so how to define a variable? First thing you need to do is, after you type in your variable name like this, you have to put a single equal sign here, and then you have to start with quotation like this, and inside here goes whatever string you're going to work with. Okay, whatever words you want to put, numbers, up to you. Here I'm going to just put here, let's say I'm going to put string 1. Okay, like this. And now I'm going to look at the browser, what's the result, and it's going to display string 1. Okay, This is one way. Another way is almost the same, but only thing change is the quotation marks. Here we use single, but in here I'm going to use double quotation marks. Okay, and save this, and I'm going to change this to string 2. Save it again and look into browser. You see that the value change. Okay, so let's take the most current value assigned to the variable if the variable name is the same name. Okay, I'm going to change this to 2. Okay, for now. Okay, now let's output some HTML elements. Let's work with some HTML elements. Okay, so HTML. Okay, and I'm going to work like this. I want to make string 2 to become bold. Okay, so you can straight type B like this, and I want this string to just copy this string, paste. Okay, of course you need to change the value here, variable name here, because you want to display the HTML one. Now if you go into your browser and if you refresh, string 2 is bold. Okay, now let's see what's the difference with single quotation and double quotation. Okay, the first thing is, whenever you're using single quotation, of course there's no any problem, easy for you to type your program. You don't have to press shift and pressing the quotation mark to make sure that double quotation appear. It's easy and fast typing for you. And another thing is, of course, whenever you have I can choose only HTMLs as an example. Whenever you're going to have a HTML element inside here, in a HTML element, sometimes they have inside the text they have attributes. So attributes have a value, and the value have to be inside a double quotation marks. It can be in single quotation, no problem, but it's always keep to the standard, use double quotation mark. So I can use HTML also, but I'm going to use, for now I'm going to use double quotation, and let's say I'm going to use a href